I wanted to serve because at that time, I thought the best way to give back to this great nation was to serve. And I wanted to fly, so the U.S. Air Force was a natural selection choice for me. So, but it really comes down to wanting to give back to this great nation that gave us really freedom and a second chance of life. And it just, it was that simple for me. Really, my story goes all the way back to when I was 7, at the end of the Vietnam War. My parents made a courageous decision to basically, I like to say, find freedom or die. So parents took myself, 6 other siblings, my aunt and her son, to really find freedom, to get a second chance of life. So we were one of the fortunate ones to be able to escape at the end of the Vietnam War, April 30th, 1975. U.S. Navy was on point at international waters. They rescued us from a small boat. We were part of the boat people, probably a term you may not heard of, but it was a very common term during that time. After that, the whole family was then transported to Pennsylvania, a refugee camp called Indiantown Gap in Pennsylvania. We spent about 3 months there. Because the size of the family, 11 of us, the only way we can leave the refugee camp was through a sponsor program. So which means that either our family or a church, in our case it was a St. Mark's Lutheran church that sponsored the whole family. My parents didn't want to divide us again, so we stayed together. So luckily, St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Storm Lake, Iowa, sponsored the whole family. We spent the first 2 winters in this great nation in Storm Lake, Iowa, and then grew up in Portland, Oregon. Attended high school there. Went to Oregon State University for my degree. Joined the Air Force ROTC program there. Got my commission, and then served in our nation for 30 plus years. Retired in June of 2022. Happily married. Both our boys graduated from the Air Force Academy. One is a C-17 pilot, and the other one is in Space Force doing space operations. So that's how I got here. The opportunities that this great nation provides is tremendous. If you're willing to put in the hard work and little opportunities, you can be very successful in this great nation. So that's how I got here.
Well, you remember, Harold, we were out there at the El Paso County Search and Rescue Run,
Right.
and I think it was before I presented the colors for the singing of the national anthem,
Right.
and you came up to me and kind of hugged me, and he said, "You saved my family. You saved me."
Right.
And I had to take a step back because I was not too sure at the time, because I wasn't quite focusing yet.
Right.
And then when I stepped back a little bit, I did see a little Vietnamese in him, and I said, "Oh," but I said, "How did I save you?" Because, and then Harold,
you're gonna make me tear up.
He told me that he had left Vietnam in 1975 with his siblings and his family on a tugboat going out to sea, and either they had no food or water sufficient anyway, and you were out there 30 some days before you were rescued. Yes.
So yep. So it was really simple. Every year I try to start the new year off with the run, the El Paso Rescue Run. So I had my POW MIA shirt, T-shirt on the outside, and then Vance was not only carrying the red, white, and blue, but also the POW MIA flag.
Yeah.
And that
And the
naturally,
American flag.
Yep, American flag, and then POW MIA below it. That naturally made that immediate connection.
Yes.
There was something there that immediately drawn me to Vance. So we'll just ask, can I take a picture with you? Because this is awesome. And again, thank him for his service. And because of his service and others, that the sacrifice they made during the Vietnam War is why I'm here today. You know, we took a bunch of pictures. We exchanged phone numbers,
Yeah.
and then we continue to stay in touch since. And right after talking to Vance, I went home and joined the red, white, and blue team.
Yeah.
So I'm on board.
Well, the other thing is I was drawn to his shirt because it was a beauty. And then he told me too that his brother is still listed as a POW in Vietnam. Even today, it's not off the records. And you know that we are always in search of our people that we have not regained. We've regained access to Vietnam, but we have not been able to find the remains of quite a few of our soldiers yet. So I identified right away when he told me his brother was POW, because the strain that we have as soldiers for our lost ones, and you can imagine when it's even family, it's closer. But as you can see, Harold's a very gregarious personality, and so we tied in pretty quick, yeah. And I introduced him to a couple other Team Red, White, and Blue people that were hanging around, trying to beat me in the race, of course, and they did. But
you know, you asked me earlier, why did I join? First of all, I come from a line of my dad served in the South Vietnamese Army. My older brother did the same thing, and so I still carry that. Of course, it's been ingrained in me. The POWMI piece is for my oldest brother, who, like I said, I pray every day to hear some news. Never give up hope until, you know, one way or another to recover and then find out what actually happened to my oldest brother. But that's why I serve. Again, really to give back to this great nation.
yeah,
I mean, no kidding. I retired after 30 years, but then now I'm back with the Department of the Air Force, serving a different capacity.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, Harold, that is, I've told everybody since I met you what a remarkable story you had. But the thing is when you're going through these, back when you're 7 years old, those are the traumas that set you for life.
no, I
But
love it.
you can see how we connected rather rapidly, personality-wise, and sharing just those moments, and then of course exchanging numbers and stuff. This is part of my PTSD therapy as well. I have personally, I'm a very antisocial person. But
I see that in you. You know, so this is to me kind of the circle of life. In your early years, you fought to give me a second chance of life, and now I'm here to help you. Heal from that. That time.
Absolutely.
Right? So, however we ended up connected, it seems like I am now part of the circle of life in your life, obviously.
My most fervent thing now is to share how I got to where I'm at now with them, and give them that understanding of what it takes to look at somebody that you previously had an abhorrence for or a difference for, and still and now be able to move towards them in a loving way.
Right. And for us, I consider you my brother in arms.
Yeah.
Right. So that there again, that instant connection. But beyond that, again, go back to freedom, second chance of life, opportunities, be a productive citizen of our great nation, serve our great nation. It's just one of those things that you don't expect it until
Yes.
you have circumstances that put you on that path.
Right.
and then all you can do is move forward. So.
Move forward.
Yes, sir.
Never look behind.
Right. And you also never forget those that comes behind you as well.